Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I tried to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very important. And not important to liberals, to libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. So if you're a sensitive stick in the mud, a stink in the ass, okay, and you're sensitive just like Will Smith, and you move because of words, okay, sit your ass down and stay away from my pages. All right? I'm a tough love, old school type of motherfucker, and I don't like sensitives. I don't like people who are just, they get in their emotions, Fuck your feelings, man. I'm talking about facts and common sense. That's just who I am. All right? I'm a joy to be around, okay? But don't never get on my bad side, dog. I am very spiteful to those people who disrespect me. I used to give you a warning that you did, okay? But when you just keep doing it, you deserve what you get, okay? At least you've been warned. I do that to everybody. But anyway, let's get on with the topic for today. Today's topic will be about Xenobots. Though I talked about this many thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Please understand this, that my voice is, I'm schizo, and I've said this time and time again, okay? Schizophrenic people, depending on what types of schizophrenic people, are very accurate, depending on who you're dealing with. Jesus Christ was a schizo, Abraham Lincoln was a schizo, Socrates was a schizo, thousands of people that are forgotten. Joan of the Arc was a schizo. These individuals have heard the demons and the angels within their own minds. They were the ones who was Christ-like. They're the ones who had no sins. They don't fit in with the rest of the massive asses. So they did things uniquely different. But, and to each his own, I'm not going to explain too much detail about why here. But I want to explain that a Xenobot is a robot or a cyborg, okay, with cybernetic features, okay, and also synthetic features that are built by men, okay, to accustom a man's pleasures and desires. And as I said before in the past, there are underground warehouses in this world, okay, because my voices tell me the answers to all sorts of things, that are creating children, artificially inseminated, okay? The mother is no longer needed. The mother is this is why I tell why men don't need women, okay? Because I tell men all the time, when you look at a woman, what is the first thing you look at? You look at a woman's beauty, right? But you can't handle her personality because she has been trained on how to serve you, right? And so I try to tell men, just wait and control yourself. Hang with your fellow brothers and keep your virginity, because there's a lot more virgin men in the world than there are virgin women. Worldwide, overall, okay? So I try to tell men to keep yourself distracted, and eventually there will become a time where you'll be charged to get one of these robots. But I don't recommend the robots. I don't really like the idea of dealing with a robot because I think we are still thousands of years behind in order to have a female that's really on point, okay? Because I don't want my woman thinking for herself when it comes down to my sexual pleasures, okay? She should be focused on me, focus on her satisfying my needs, period. Now, I want to satisfy her needs to the best of my abilities. But when people grow up in society, they have already been corrupted. So lots of times, 80% of the people are incompatible, correct? The real reason why is because sometimes there's some things that would not be fulfilled. And if one of those two criterias are not fulfilled, then they do things despicably behind your back. This is the thing why you should not trust anyone, okay? And of course, I've seen so many things and heard so many things from women. It's this, there's no way I can trust anybody anymore from compared to how women births men in this world. But now these days we have incubators. We have incubators where babies are born without the woman's womb and all that pain and suffering. Okay, that labor, that's all eliminated. But you guys don't want to listen, but it's okay. But since I realized, I told you that if you just do a little bit of research, it can go a long way. But you're going down the rabbit hole. Men don't really need women, okay? And all of the details, well, when one says he needs a man, it's only because of his income, okay? So now you guys can keep your income, because I keep telling you, alphas only deal with women who have something to give to them, okay? It's not a narcissistic trait. It's not. Everybody's really like that if you think about it one way or another. The only difference between man and woman is the man is more weaker than the woman when it comes down to sex, especially when it comes down to getting the sex. That's what I'm talking about. Getting the sex. Men fall ooze, they go oozy and put a price tag on pussy when it's really equal. Okay, that's just despicable to me. And I keep teaching women how to take advantage of the beta males, but of course they already know how to do that. Half of them already know how to do that. They just go run right to the courts. They file for divorces by 70%. But understand this one thing. If these robots are being built right now to this day by powerful, brilliant men, okay, by powerful, brilliant men, women will be obsolete in the future. I could say in the near 100 years, okay? I give it like about 100 years. And I keep trying to tell women, if you want to have worth with a man, okay, at least learn what he likes, okay, first. And sacrifice the fact that you know you have desires. Those desires that you have are learned. This is why I don't want my daughters learning about what romance is and all this other stuff. They watch TV, but I tell them that a man is simple. Don't make it harder than what it is. Now, if you like your pussy to be slapped a certain way and the other because you was watching something and that's corruption. Okay, the children can be corrupted by what you show them on TV. It's easy, but really, in reality, the men are the working bees in the world. This queen bee is walking around with all those males and shit. They be musky in that motherfucking beehives, but men are always doing most of the work. Now, there are some species that do the work, okay? There are certain countries where women are doing the work and the men ain't doing shit because the men are fucking wives, okay? But listen to what I'm saying here. Men are the logical species of the world, and women are the emotional. When you try to give instructions to a female who's emotional, only focused on her selfish needs, you're going to have some liabilities that's going to be coming down the line. And as I said before, robots are being built, artificial intelligence is being built, synthetics are being built for men, okay, mostly for men. Because women already got the synthetics, the fake dildos, the strap money fucking and shit. I do all that superficial shit too myself, okay? Because I told you in my past, I used to fuck with a strap on and shit all the time with women. They don't need nothing else except that. They want to visualize their dream man while they're being fucked. And while they have to pay too. But these days, women don't got no money to do that now. Because I'm all over the place when it comes down to my services, my professional services. Yeah, check out my credentials down below and get back in touch with me, okay? Robots are being built. As a matter of fact, there are babies born without robots, okay? Y'all don't know about that? You don't know how about the babies being born, artificial inseminated, okay, emancipated, whatever? You don't need the male spermatozoid. You can artificially create it. Yes, you can in a lab. Y'all don't know about the crossbreeds and shit and embryos and shit? Like, y'all know nothing about the genetics? Y'all know nothing about that? A lot of you don't. Yeah, a lot of you don't. Okay, there's hybrids out there in the world that's being created right now. People are experimenting with different creatures and species and beasts and stuff. There are women being born just to serve, okay? Y'all don't know nothing about that? Okay, but that's what I talk about. Most people don't talk about that on the internet, though. But I talk about that type of shit, okay? But anyway, I try to keep it simple because I don't go too far. Because you know how YouTube tried to track me and fucking watch my transcripts and shit. And watch, oh, you said something that, I'm not a doctor. I never said I was a doctor. I never said I was a doctor, okay? But they'll put down you giving medical information. No, 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 no. I'm getting my information from medical people, okay? I'm getting my information from experiments that I'm doing on myself. Because every individual is different, okay? You can't possibly use one idea from a doctor and say it works for everybody else. You can't do that. You can't do that because sometimes it may not work. But I'm not a doctor. I don't need it to be a doctor. That's common sense, right? But you know how they will. They track you, what you're saying and shit. And they'll be, oh, you can't give no medical advice. Yes, I can. I can give a little bit of medical advice. I don't need to be a doctor to be that. Okay, you don't have to go to institutionalized schools to be a doctor. You don't have to. You don't have to hack a computer. You don't need to go to school either, right? But since everybody's biased in their own sense, robots are being built. Goddammit. And I keep saying this before. And if your guys just wait a little longer, stop bitching about women, man. You know what their whole nature is. Your whole nature is only to manipulate your lower sexual energy. And if you don't understand that's a fact, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. And you women who are listening to me, the rare ones, if you still want some data, it's still out there. You better hurry up. I give it like 100 years. Can't wait till this temperature get warm now. It's fucking spring is coming. This is why everybody gets sick and die and shit. And that's a great thing because we got too many idiots on the planet, okay, who don't do shit. Wasting space. They're being parasites. But anyway, that's all I really got to say, guys. What else is to say about the robots? Exo, cybernetic robots, synthetics, okay? Well, they are being built, okay? They're not here yet. We got flying cars. We do have that. We got cars that can run on water. We got that too. That's the secret of America. We got running water that can run on water, cars that can run on water, and what we can run on all sorts of things. But they keep it suppressed unless there's an emergency. Okay, but we got all sorts of things for everybody. But this now is not the time. With Trump right now, we got this World War III that's most likely not going to happen, but maybe somewhere else, and we're going to have to transfer our currency into something else because we can't keep using currency as paper. It's for cotton. Okay, it don't come from trees; it comes from cotton now, and we're going to have to substitute the numbers for the materialistic things that destroy the planet, especially oil too. So America already has the edge up on everybody else. Okay, even the banking system. Even though China has 55% of the banking industry, it's still a waste of time, a waste of cause. Okay, but I was reading so much into it, and I was like, oh shit, America has this, and this. But China has this and that, but it still is not going to be America. Because America has one thing that other countries don't have: diversity and freedom. That's the thing that most countries have. We have the most diverse things in America. And I keep telling guys all the time, if anybody wishes to come to America, come to America. I don't understand why people want to blow up America. We obviously know that the Chinese people are very unhappy with their own people. And even in America, we have Americans that's unhappy with this country, but they're better off here. Okay. They're not better off over there in China. I guarantee you, if you ask a Chinese or a Russian man, you want to come to America? They will be like, hell yeah. Because I surely don't want to have to travel to China. I know there's racism over there. Okay, and I know I surely won't want to try to fucking Russia. It's cold over there. Shit. I get tons of fucking hits from Russian women all the time from Russia. But I know I would never bring them bitches back here. I would never bring a bitch back into America at all now, since I know that virgins had the capability of cheating. I'm the only one that actually does it because I recorded the shit, and y'all guys don't know that shit until it's too late. Just because you deal with a virgin don't mean she's gonna be loyal. All right, just because she's from a third world country don't mean she's gonna be loyal when you bring her back. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna push it a step further. That don't mean she's gonna be loyal and staying loyal over in her country. Okay, but the good thing is that over in our country, you're more likely not to get STD. You're not likely, but still, keep them bitches where they at. Okay, keep them bitches where they at. Wherever you got them from, keep them there because they get. Unless you have a plan like me, because I knew that my wife was going to change by 70 to 80%, because everybody said, she's going to change, man, even if she's a virgin, she's going to change. I really doubted that, but then I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a bit of the doubt to try to protect my own self, okay, and then I tell people about it, everybody said, they're going to kill that bitch. Oh, they're going to kill that bitch. I said, don't kill her, it's just human nature. You got to allow them to change. Now my wife want to give me full custody. Now she want to give me all of this money and stuff. I said, no, I can't do nothing about that. She's on her own. She can't live with me no longer because of where I live at. Okay, I'm not allowed to have women living with me. Only my daughters and shit, as I keep telling people all the time. There's a method to my madness. Damn. But a lot of guys don't like to listen. So they'll listen to Kevin Samuel. So you go ahead, scoot along over there, okay? Other than that, you know how to join my Patreon, okay? And if you guys ever come into my inbox, I want to make a message here. And you think you're going to get all your information from me and you're going to start sharing it, okay? That's not going to happen because I'll catch on real quick. And I got this bitch keep bugging me for money overseas. She's from Ghana and shit. I talk to so many women overseas. It's a goddamn shame. They don't want to do things. You know how you get someone who don't want to do something and keep begging? That's a sign that female's thinking about herself. Okay, I asked her to go spread her pussy lips for me and show me her cocoa and shit. And she's taking her time, and I'm just going to ignore her. But I get all the other women to do it, okay? But it'll be like one or two females, okay, out of the bunch. I don't just talk to one female. I tell each female about my background history, who I am, I'm a holy man, and got magic abilities. I tell them every fucking thing. That's how women are. You can tell a female anything, and they love it when you're a criminal. They love that shit. But don't ever tell a female, even if let's say, for instance, you was a pedophile and you're super attractive, and you say you did this, and I realized I mean, the female would still accept you. That's how crazy it is, right? And I'd be like, damn, man, you accept a fucking pedophile? I'd be talking to women who actually don't even care if the dude is a pedophile or not, all because he's cute. I was like, I wanted to choke the shit out of this bitch. Okay, I'm like, you gonna let this dude around your children and shit? He was a pedophile, and he got caught up. He spent his time in jail. Okay, spent for all the years. He got Megan's Law, but there are women like that. Yes, there is. But that's another subject for another day. I don't want to talk about that now. But anyway, I'm done. I love you all, but I hate the many of you, and I love the animals more than humans. But I don't fuck the animals like the Pakistani and the Indian people do. Don't fuck them animals, guys. I know. Let's watch porn and let's go get it off that way. Just don't do that, okay? That means you ain't keeping yourself busy, okay? But what do you think I'm gonna say next? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.